Starting a YouTube channel can be exciting, but also overwhelming. What is my niche? How will I get subscribers and compete? What kind of equipment do I need? How do I get paid by YouTube? How much will I even make on YouTube? This video is going to provide some tips and techniques for starting and growing a YouTube channel. I'm also going to tell you another key tip to growing your YouTube channel that no one else is talking about. All right, let's do it. Finding the right niche/category for your channel. So this is super important. Before you start your YouTube journey, you got to figure out what exactly the category and niche of your channel is going to be. In other words, what do people need to see, and can I even compete in that category? What are some of the highest demands for content with the lowest supply/competition? What am I overall good at/passionate about? When starting out, you can sample different content and see what gets subs, views, and engagement. Once you kind of figure out your niche, you definitely want to start gearing your channel towards that particular category. Also, study your competition. So before you study your competition, download the vidIQ extension. So vidIQ has a free version and a paid version. The free version does have limitations, but it's fine for beginners. So create a list of keywords within your niche. Then you want to start searching up those particular keywords. You want to click on a couple videos in your niche or categories you're thinking about producing videos on. Check out most recent videos, what the view ratio per subscriber is. If smaller channels are near the top of search rankings with high sub per view ratio, then that might be a video or a niche that you'd want to focus on. Once you click on their videos, you should be able to see the views per hour. You also can check out views per month, likes per views, ratios, etc. In addition, check out Google Trends. Google Trends can give you an idea of what particular topics are trending. Again, once you figure out your niche, you're going to want to stay within that niche so you can build a consistent subscriber base. Once you create your niche, you're definitely going to want to create a catchy title. Create a title that definitely fits your niche, but is also unique so people can find you. After you create your title, you're definitely going to want to create your logo and a banner for your YouTube channel. Now, there are plenty of softwares you can use to create a logo. You can use Photoshop, Canva, Fonto, Bazaar, etc., CapCut. Also, when you're setting up your channel, you definitely want to put keywords in your description. You want to tell people what your channel's about and load it up with keywords within your niche. In addition, you want to put category names in your description and in your tags. Don't forget your channel tags. You definitely want to do the same thing in your channel tags. You want to put keywords and phrases that fit both what your channel's about and your niche. Those are some essentials when setting up your channel, since this is going to be the first thing that people see when they visit your page. All right, now let's focus on the equipment you're going to need to start a YouTube channel. As a new YouTuber, do not go crazy spending tons of money until you're sure this is something you actually want to do and you're going to stick with it. Most of us already have very expensive devices that will do the trick. If you have a newer smartphone, you can record in 4K, and usually the speaker system is pretty good on those devices. You don't necessarily need the highest end camera when you're starting out. In addition, it would be wise to invest in a quality microphone. Audio is super important. You do not need to break the bank with your microphone, up to $20 or so. There's different vlogging mics depending on what you're going to be doing. If you're going to be doing more podcast stuff, or if you're going to be out there outside with wind, you're going to want to check into your research on those. Also, it may be wise to buy a tripod depending on what kind of YouTuber you're going to be. Maybe invest in a green screen, or you can simply go buy a green poster board from Walmart, especially in the beginning of your YouTube venture. Again, no need to break the bank. With video editing, there are plenty of free softwares. And if you have an Apple product, you can certainly use iMovie. iMovie's not the best, but it's definitely very good for beginners. CapCut is also a very good video editing software. All right, so you've set the basics of your channel up and you have the equipment ready to go. In terms of how often you should post, generally, YouTube likes when you're consistent and engaging in the platform. Minimum of once a week, you should be posting. You also can supplement YouTube Shorts in between videos to help gain subscribers. Now, as you develop your fan base and your subscriber base, you're going to be able to use analytics to figure out when the right time to post is. But generally, follow the primetime TV schedules. Weekends, it might be better suited to post earlier in the morning since people are off from work. Another key tip is to create a bunch of videos before you post anything. That way, you have videos ready to go and you can post them consistently. You can make sure that you've edited them and that they're decent quality before they hit the market. When you set up your channel, you definitely want to create an intro. Use social media to promote your channel. At the same time you're setting up your YouTube channel, begin setting up your social media accounts with the exact same name as your channel and the same logos. That way it makes it easier for people to find you on social media. Remember, you're trying to establish a brand. Your title and your logo are very important to establishing your brand. All right, so here are some video tips. Once you figure out the category of your video, figure out what specifically you're going to talk about. It is always important that you have organization. Create a script, especially if you're going to be doing an audio voiceover. Scripts allow organization and fluency. You want to know the key points you want to talk about in your video. You want to sound as fluid as possible. When you're recording your video, try to incorporate special effects as much as possible. This could include sound effects, large words, music in the background, B-rolls, cutaways, etc. Keep the video moving as you don't want to bore people.
It's like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking.
Once you have completed filming of your masterpiece, you're definitely going to want to think about a good, enticing title of your video. Your video title should not be too long. It should contain keywords that you're trying to target and give the viewer a snapshot of what they're going to be viewing and maybe provoke them into interest. Thumbnails are also important. You want to create a high resolution thumbnail that generally has an interesting title that is in big, bold letters. Another key tip when putting your video out there in the beginning is you want to target less competitive keywords. The competitive keywords may be difficult to break through in the SEO. Use extensions like vidIQ or some other free trial softwares to figure out what the less competitive, high demand keywords are. It is very good practice to add your main keyword to the title, first line of your description, and in the tags. So fill your tags with good keywords that are consistent to the topic of your video. YouTube does not like it when the algorithm is confused. If you have a bunch of random topics in there and random words in there, YouTube algorithm doesn't know how to promote your video. So keep it simple. Keep attacking certain key phrases or words that your video is about. That's a very important tip. In your description, you also want to add chapters and your social media accounts. Of course, you also want to add your end screens and your cards. So throughout your video, it will promote other videos of yours. Don't forget to mention the end screen videos at the end of your video. Thank people, and you can put a little subscribe little thing on the bottom too to help remind people to subscribe. You definitely don't want to solicit too much into subscribing. Let it happen naturally. Perhaps the most important tip that no one is talking about is you definitely want to watch and comment on other videos in your niche. YouTube is a platform that relies on engagement from viewers. As you're building your channel, you want to get your brand name out there. What better way to advertise than comments? Now, I'm not talking about spamming people. I'm not talking about sub for sub. More so, give people support. And most of those people are naturally going to give that support back to you. You don't need to say new sub here and come check out my channel or any of that stuff. Just leave a good heartfelt comment. Be consistent in your support. People will generally find your channel that way. That's a key to helping your channel grow. In addition, you definitely want to send out your YouTube channel to all your family and friends so that you have a base subscriber unit. When you post a video, it's very important within the first 24 hours, 2 hours, that there's engagement on that video. Just a reminder, you're behind the 8 ball when it comes to your subscriber game. Once you have a decent amount of sample sizes out there, it's time to start breaking down your analytics. Now, YouTube has a robust analytics system. You can check out everything from views, watch time, subs, click-through rates, impressions, average views, percentages, etc. You can even see how people are finding your channel. You can see if your subscribers are watching your videos or if they're people who are watching it once and leaving and never coming back. All sorts of information. You want to have the highest impressions. You also want to have very high percentage of CTR rate. That's an indication that your channel is growing properly. You also want to have viewer retention. You want to make sure people are watching that video for as long as possible. You also want to pay attention to the amount of subscribers you're getting from a video. So all in all, YouTube is a platform that is not super easy. It's not meant to be easy. So it is something that's going to take work. And if you think it's going to be an easy peasy thing, you're mistaken. In order to make money, you have to join the YouTube Partner Program. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have over 4,000 watch hours to apply. Once you apply and get accepted, you can start putting ads into your videos. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed and you are still watching, please do so. I hope you enjoyed this video. Many more to come.